That's one thing. It's not only do your muscles slow down when you get older, but your brain slows down. Okay, I want to tell you about an article I heard today, and I did some research on it. And it's about housing problems in our country and really increases in rents that's going on. There's a big study at Harvard that just came out today about how much trouble people are having because of the increase in rents. Now, the way I did this, and I want you to see this because this is a good way to find information and get it boiled down for you. Okay, so I went online and got a copy of the article. Okay, and about this study. Now, what I did is I put it into chat.openai.com. Okay, I put there and I said, hey, give me a short version of this. So see, what you do is you take the information, the text, you copy it, and you put it in AI. And I said, let me tell you, because what you tell it to do is important. So I said, write a summary of this article below and show the important parts that will influence someone worried about being homeless. Tell it in a way that gives them the facts, but also possible help. Use bullet points for each thought. Write as a person that really wants to help people with their housing problems. That's me. So that's why if you start learning what they call engineering, prompt engineering, so you have to prompt the computer to do something. And it's almost like being a computer programmer, which I used to be back in the 70s when computers really meant something. And now, to be a programmer, you speak in English. Okay, here's what it gave back to me. It's very important information, okay? So it says, someone facing housing insecurity, here are the critical facts and potential aids from an article supported on a facts-based manner. So in other words, the computer is telling you, they're not making this up. They're getting the information from an article, right? And that's why when you go to Google, no, they just say, hey, this is real and this is the truth. Okay, so raising rent costs. Rent prices have soared. And there was a story in there about an individual went from $1,300 a month to $1,600 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment in Philadelphia. Okay, and then severe burden cost. The report from Harvard University highlights the U.S. renters pay more than 30% of their income on rent and utilities. Nearly half of these individuals being severely burdened, spending 50% or more. See, they're saying that if you should only spend 30% of your income on rent and utilities. Now, people are spending 50% and barely getting by. Income groups that have been affected the most are people making $30,000 to $75,000, okay? Extremely low income renters making $30,000 or less, 83% are now severely burdened with only $300 remaining every month after rent and utilities. See, this is what's happening. So if you're getting squeezed, compromises for cheaper rent, traditional methods for finding cheaper rent, such as moving to a less desirable neighborhood or enduring longer commutes, are not as reliable as before. So it talks about those kinds of things. See, so this is a big problem in our country. Now, if you have these kind of problems, here's where to go. And I'll put all these links in the description below, so don't worry about it. Okay, one is talk to a housing counselor. Okay, they're free. I have the link here. You could call them up and call. Make sure you talk in person, not just online stuff. And it shows you there's dozens of them in every city. So that's one thing to do. Another thing, you go to hud.gov/states and then your name of your state, like Maryland, and then homeless. You see the sources, if you're worried about being homeless, of all the sources in your state to help people with the fear of homeless, okay? And I'll put this link in the description below, and what you have to do is then switch Maryland to put the name of your state in there, and you'll see all those sources. The other thing you want to do is get legal help. If you're worried about being evicted, do this, please. JustShelter.org. This is free legal help, so you don't get... See, if you're a renter, I mean, the landlord is going to use the law to beat you on the head. You got to learn to use the law to protect yourself, to not get beaten on the head, okay? And this is where you go. You go and call the free lawyers that are in your state to help you fight your landlords. And many of these times, this is how you win in court. This is how you're able to get money from the landlord and them not get money from you, because they screw up. They just try to put the fear of God in you and you'll do whatever and you think they're right. No, we're all wrong. So get the help you need to make sure you find them wrong. The other thing you want to do is go to findhelp.org, okay? When you go there, then you put, oh no, don't do that first. Go to this place first, ncsha.org. This is a National Association of Housing Finance Agencies, and they'll tell you where emergency rental assistance is in your state. There's still a lot of this COVID money to help you pay rent, and I think it's Florida. They just got a whole bunch of millions and millions of more to do that. So these are, some are out of money, some are not. So contact that first. Then you go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in rent. Now here I put in my zip code and put in rent 75 organizations. These are nonprofit organizations and government offices that help you with rent. See, people don't know. They're going to go Google and have the fear of God that they'll be on the street with a bunch of bags, and that doesn't have to happen. There's help out there. We have communities that really help each other, but they don't advertise like the landlords, or the people that want to charge you a lot of money. The people that are doing things for free and helping other people in society are not advertising in Google, but they're there to help you. And that's the important thing. And you have to do some work on your part to find them and get the help you need. Life is too complicated to think you know everything. You think you do. I do. And I keep being proven wrong. That's why you go out and find for yourself. And make sure you don't take advice from people who are going to make money off you. Take advice from people who have no skin in the game, just their heart. Put your heart in the game, not your skin. And that's why what we do at Let's Go Help is actually give money back to members. So if you join Let's Go Help and let us help you with problems like this, we actually get giving back now like $75,000 every month. Man, nicest feeling in the world. You know why? Because it grows my heart. Every time we help somebody, every time we give money to somebody, my heart grows a little more. And that's the only muscle I have left to grow. I'm going down to the gym a little bit, trying to get my muscle. That ain't gonna work. I try to go out and run faster. I just fall on my face. But the one thing I got that I could grow more is my heart. So let me show you. There are people that really want to take their heart and love you. Give us a chance.